Welcome back, I'm the Watch Nerd. On this video, I'm very excited. We're going to go back for another hunt for steel. But right before I put you on the footage, I do want to keep reminding you of my Chanel chain giveaway. I'm going to be giving out this chain as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to be entered, there's the 4 steps in the description.
Now, first flipping ourselves around, I'm going to get into the clickbaity title because I did actually find one at retail. But first, I do want to point out that dial. That's a very special day date. They told me it was the only one in 3 years. 3 years they actually had to wait for that day date. So it's very, very special. And I'm going to just talk about that for a little bit. And then we'll actually get to the GMT Master 2. And I have a deep sea in stainless steel at this official dealer. But we're going to get to all that in just a second. Let me talk about the watches first, and then I'll jump into the title. So there it is. So right there, that is a turquoise dial day date with factory inside diamonds on the Romans. Now, there's a version with the factory bezel, but I think this is even classier. Sold right there. It sold instantly. A guy was waiting 3 years at this official dealer for just this watch. That is absolutely insane. And they told me it's the only watch they got since it started 3 years ago. So that's pretty cool that the owner was there and everybody and the salespeople really were cool. And I was talking to them for a while, but that's really, really neat. So now look, this is the sport model case. It's not completely empty because I'll show you what was behind the curtain, behind the thing over there. But before I do that, let's just show you the day dates off. They're selling like crazy. They just sold a bunch of two-tone with factory diamonds. I didn't show the case like I normally do just because it is extremely crazy. The actual amount of people at the store there was crowded, and I didn't want to push people to actually move so I can film. But I did film some cool stuff, and we'll get into that, especially the sport models. But just showing you this is entire case was empty, and it's been like that I think the last previous 2 weeks. So there we go. Here's the day date, just a shot of the precious metals. They did sell the Sky Dweller in gold. So that just reminds me there is no anything sport model available, I should say, available in either precious metal, steel, or any material. Two-tone, none. There is nothing available at this AD. And as you're looking here, look at these pieces, really beautiful. That chocolate, and also there's no presidential on 36. You can see some women's, and that's it. That's all you can see on presidential. There's 4 pieces, I believe, at the entire store, and there's 2 day dates on these leather straps, factory leather. And I don't really think you can put the president on a factory leather just the way they make the case, but they are beautiful pieces, the factory leather ones, and the rest were just Cellini. So this is it. This is absolutely insane to me. And then the next part, it makes it even more insane when you see what's behind a little bit of the curtain where they show it, because of course this goes to the list what we're going to go see. There it is, right there. It is unbelievable. What else do I say? I don't even have to say anything. Everybody will know this piece. This is definitely the best piece I have seen on Hunt for Steel, my series. This is unbelievable. And I'll tell you the whole story how I got to see this. So a gentleman came in, and I believe he was on the list for a very long time. He knew them and everything, and he sat down, and I was just there. And I was at the store for like an hour, hour and a half, because it was so crowded. I just wanted to talk to the guy I always talk to about getting a piece in steel. But while I was waiting, the guy pulls out 2 boxes from the back. And of course, these are for the people on the list, or the people that have been waiting a very, very long time. And he pulls them out, he brings them over to this guy, and he pops this piece out. This wasn't the first piece he popped out, but this is definitely the best in my opinion. And he was explaining it to the guy, and I walked over. I maybe was a little intrusive, but he was about to put it away. He put it back in the box, and I had to go. I said, "Please, can I take a picture? Can I take a quick video?" And he said, "Sure." So he moved the box around, super nice salesman, and it was just a great experience. I didn't even put it on the wrist. I was lucky I got this shot, but as you can see, you can independently move that hour hand, just great complication. The bezel's 24, just really, really, really good watch, and it goes for a hefty, hefty premium, as everybody probably watching this on YouTube will know. But Dang, this one was really, really cool. If you want a full depth review, I'm sorry I can't give that to you just because I didn't even put it on. I just got the picture and it was at the AD, and hopefully it found a great home. Maybe I'm hoping it didn't get flipped as most of them are, but I think they gave it to a person that was on the list forever. And it's called the Batman, just so you know, for people. I'll give a little brief synopsis. So if you want to skip this and go to the next sport model, you can do that now. But this watch is called the Batman because it's black on top and blue on the bottom. Dark, rich blue. I really noticed that. And it's a special because it took them, it was very hard for them to do the blue. I believe that the whole story with ceramic and its platinum inlays there, white gold inside the hands and indices, but it's a full stainless steel construction 904 with unbelievable movement. The whole watch itself is just unbelievable and a great, great piece. Sadly, you can't pick them up at retail. I was lucky to even take a picture of this because they don't bring this out because it will sell right away. And of course, it goes to the list. You got to wait your turn. And sometimes, the other ADs may make you buy a watch before, but this AD was super nice. They told me, look, there's other people that came way before me, years before I started making the hunt for steel, and they're in line first. But they told me, don't get, settle for anything else. We'll just keep waiting, and eventually I will get the piece. They told me I asked them 3 to 6 months for a particular piece. I will share that when I do get it. I don't want to jinx myself before, but I will definitely keep you posted, and that's why I make these videos, just to keep you educated and to show you great pieces like this, because this is definitely by far a unbelievable watch. It's just in every sense of the way, this is what Rolex sports model is about. Even the hype aside, it is just a great watch. I personally probably is one of my favorite in the entire collection. Now, I do like the Coke, but they don't make ceramic with Coke. But that's a different conversation. Let's continue to the second model. There it is, right there. So look, right away I thought it was a Submariner. You can all get mad at me, but when I picked it up and then rewatching the footage, it's a deep sea. So this is a sea dweller, as they say, but it's in red. It's really nice. It kind of reminds me of the retro, the red. And I'm like, there's no way a Submariner's in red, but it was really, really neat piece. As you can see, all the stickers are still on all of these pieces because it's at the AD, and hopefully this one too. This sold probably instantly to the next person on the list. But look at this piece. It is bigger than the Submariner. You can see it looks bigger, just chunkier, and that does do that extra dive depth. But you all also notice that there's a Cyclops, so that it's really it's hard to say because Rolex enthusiasts, some will say the Cyclops is the whole point of the history is there is no Cyclops, which I really like it without the Cyclops, I'll admit. But this watch is really beautiful. I would own this piece. It is big and it is chunky though, so that could be an issue. But look how it's just retro. It has the red uh, deep sea on it, Sea Dweller, just really, really cool. As you know, the history, they changed the name and everything, but the inside, of course, is white gold, the hands and indices like a Submariner. It's basically the same, but the only difference is it's a chunkier case. The bracelet it's a bit bigger, as you can see the case itself, with the lugs going down. But really, really great watch. Has the glide lock feature. It has all the nice stuff with it. The GMT Master doesn't have glide lock. They have the additional easy link like the Daytona. Only these type of pieces have it. The divers have that glide lock. It's really functional though. I'm curious though, what would you rather have? This one or the GMT? I personally, I told you already, I kind of spoiled it. It is the GMT by far. I love that complication. The pilots in the 50s, the original James Bond, everything, the history. And I did actually review a 6542 original backlight back on my channel. So that was one of the absolute grails of mine. I don't know if it's ever going to be achieved because the price just keeps creeping up on that one. But all these pieces, really rare to find it in AD, especially you mostly only see it on the gray market. And I just want to bring you that. This is definitely the best, the coolest day, I should say, going to the AD and getting very, very lucky. I have to mention if that, that guy from the list came in, they pulled it out for him just because, he was waiting there for years for these pieces. So it's not like, I can just walk in and ask, hey, can I see your, or anybody say, hey, can I see your stainless steel? No, you have to get on a list. And you're going to be waiting a long time. At this official dealer, I think it's 4 to 5 years, maybe even more for Submariner, and Daytonas are even more. So this is not the one to get a, list you're not going to get. Maybe if you buy a few pieces, but this official dealer doesn't act like they would do anything. I know there was a guy that came while I was here on this trip. He came and he bought his third Datejust, and they don't offer. It's just the people that wait on the list. So this is a really good official dealer, and I like them a lot. Now, coming to the second one, this one's just what you normally see. They're just some Datejust. I didn't even film that long in there, but a guy was wearing a Yachtmaster, of course, with the ceramic and on the Oyster Flex, and it was the rose gold. So it was really cool. Just a little story. I was talking to him about some stuff. He's out of town. I find a lot of people out of town go to the Rolex store when I'm there on the weekend. So it's just, interesting observation. But that's where I'm going to leave it here, staring at this beautiful piece right now. Just amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't know if you could tell, but I have a smile on my face. This is probably the coolest piece I came in contact with at an official dealer. Gray market's a different story. Gray market, you can pick up anything, but you might have to pay double. Sometimes on, Patek Philippe used to go for triple. And for me, the hunt is if you can get it at retail. Problems with that though, sometimes you'll just be waiting, 10 years before you see something at retail. So, it just depends on what you want, how fast you want it. And that it's a patience game. To me, it's a patience game. And as you can see, if I keep going back, I just got the chance to shoot it, but who knows, maybe 5 years later, making these videos, I can get a chance to pick up a GMT, but we'll see. Now, this is where I'm going to end it. I want to wish everybody a great day. And also, if you do want to win that Chanel chain giveaway, I'm going to leave the 4 steps in the description below. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give it away. And we just passed 25%. We passed 250 subscribers, and that's crazy to me. Um, I know that there's channels huge, big out there, but I'm proud of our channel and how it's grown. I remember when I had, single digits in subscribers, and now watching everybody in the community, I'm getting comments all the time. I'm getting emails from people. I love it, and I love sharing knowledge. If you have, and we can compare and contrast what collections you like. Anything you want to do, you could just email me. I'll be sure to contact you back. And that's it. I just want to wish you all a great day, and I will catch you in the next one.